Hi, this is Anastasia, and in this video I'm going to share with you my favorite exercises to make your back and shoulders more flexible, and we're going to do both of them with our wall. Very important that before doing any exercises for flexibility of your back, shoulders, your legs or your points, you always need to do a very good warm-up. And when I do my warm-up, I always wear very warm clothes. I wear socks sometimes too. It depends, of course, on the studio or home where you're gonna train. If it's cold, I definitely recommend to wear as many clothes as possible. And sometimes I know there are some belts, back bending belts that you can put also to keep your back warm. They usually help too. So if you have one, use it, and yeah, enjoy, have fun, and don't rush. Little introduction into the exercise. So I believe there are many important things in stretching, and one of the things is breathing. So we want to breathe slowly in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. I got the best results when I was using this technique in my splits, in my shoulders, in the back bending. I got the best results when I was breathing slowly in and slowly out. This way I would let my body just like relax and focus on the exercise and be present in the moment and enjoy, and actually enjoy the stretching and go deeper and deeper in back bends, yes, over splits, or just, if your hips are far away from the floor and you go into the split. It really makes a big difference. It works like magic. Second thing, I believe it's important not to rush, to do everything very slowly, to go in the exercise slowly in the posture, and then to go out also with the control. So I think common mistake that I maybe saw, or I also did myself ages ago, it's when, for example, I was doing back bending and then I was just like coming back like this. I think this is when all the injuries come from. So you always need to use the muscle, slowly go in the exercise, and then slowly you come back, and then you relax. And you will also see very big difference. You will feel so much better. You will feel really healthy, and you will be very healthy. And next day you're not gonna feel any pain. Your body is gonna be amazing, and you can do exactly the same exercises like the same next day and the day after and the day after. So this way you can actually train almost every day. Of course, it's important to take breaks too, but yeah, this is the idea, to have a control in your body, use the muscles when you do exercises, and slowly breathe in, breathe out, and don't rush. And the last one, the third important thing, I also believe that we all have these days when we feel flexible, not flexible, strong, not strong, I don't know, inspired, not inspired. So there are many days, when our energy goes up and down. I think the same with our bodies. So if today is the day when you feel your body is really locked, it doesn't let you, open and go in and go deeper in your stretch, I say don't push. Just do it very slowly, very gentle. Listen to your body. Okay, this is very important. I believe, again, if you do stretching, it shouldn't be crazy painful. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, like you feel that, yes, your body is moving somewhere. Yes, it's letting go. But if it's crazy painful, I believe this is not healthy. This is not good, and I wouldn't recommend to do it. If you feel crazy pain, come back from the exercise, maybe do some stretches too, a little of yoga to different directions, different sides, to make sure your spine is straight and healthy. Again, breathe in, breathe out, maybe do a little bit more warm-up, but please don't hold the position if it's incredibly crazy painful. I think this is a bad sign. Come back. And so when I started training exactly the way that I just described, the whole training process changed so much. First of all, it became really pleasant to train because I didn't have any more crazy pain in my exercises. My body felt great. I felt and I became healthy. I now didn't have any injuries in my back or my shoulders for I don't know, maybe 7 years. Nothing happened to it because I'm doing a very mindful training. Yes, so everything is just the way I described, all this little important process. all important steps. So please remember them when you're gonna train. Don't skip them. Really think about your breathing. Don't rush. Enjoy the process. Be in the present when you do every exercise. And yeah, just relax. So what do we need to do here? First and very important, we need to stay 1 foot away from the wall, your foot, the size of your feet, yeah? So we face the wall, measure, put your feet to the wall, measure till the end of your heel, and the same till the end of the heel. 1. So this is very important, because if you're gonna stay closer to the wall and you're gonna do cobra, you're gonna end up in the bridge on the floor. We don't want this. If you're gonna stay too far away and you're gonna try to do it, this is not gonna work too. So make sure it's 1 feet away from the wall. Now, the second, very important, we're engaging our muscles, because if I'm gonna do it relaxed, this is not good. And I think this is where all the injuries come from. So make sure you engage all your muscles. You push everything, you feel even your toes, you feel every little muscle. You push your body towards the wall, you put your belly into the wall, engage your bum, engage your core, and now imagine you have an apple behind your shoulder blades and squeeze it. After you do this, breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. When we hear, don't bend your knees, don't do like this. This is not good. Keep them straight. Again, core engaged. Keep squeezing the apple. And then if you want, you can push from the wall. And then breathe in. And breathe out. Pay attention that I'm really straight. Yes, I don't do like this. I bring my bum in. And breathe out. I extend my body, make it really healthy and long. And then exercise from the yoga, knees together, over the heels, over the toes. 1 elbow goes into your knee and we turn away from the knee. But if you do like this is not going to work. We do breathe in, we make straight line from elbow to hands to wrist to our elbow. Breathe in and then breathe out. Your shoulders are not like this, bring them back. So you have beautiful long neck. And then the same, you do exactly this, the other side. And this is the first part. This exercise is for all levels. You don't need to be advanced to do it. It's really for beginner, intermediate, advanced. If you feel it's too easy for you and you want to make it a little bit more difficult, there are always many variations that you can try. So the first one, we want, now imagine we're in standing yes cobra position with the wall, touching with our belly our wall. So what you can do, if you're more intermediate advanced, you can remove your hands from the wall to your chest position here. And then I usually do like this because this is easier to keep hands together. And then you do breathe in again. And then breathe out, you push your arms back. And if you're more beginner level, so you're probably gonna point to the corner of your wall, of the opposite wall, or to the wall here. And if you're more advanced, you're gonna be probably pointing to the floor with your hands. And this is, this is how it sounds. You remember, it shouldn't be crazy painful at all. If you feel crazy pain, it's not good. Please come back, do better warm up, do really more circles, more waves, engaging all your core to make sure that you're really healthy. and you're prepared for this exercise. And also again, remember to engage your muscles. Very important. If you're going to do it just relax like this, this is not good, this is not healthy. So really feel every muscle, like I said, even starting from the toes, and then when you push, you will feel the difference. It feels nice, it feels really nice to stay in the position. And if you want to make it even more advanced, you can take a weight. Again, depends on your level. Please, you need to be really sure that you can do it. So firstly, do the exercise with the hands pointing to the wall, to the floor. See if it's easy for you, then you can improve. So what you can do, you can take the small weight, for example, 500 grams, or even you can start with 250 grams, yeah? So like really easy, yeah? And you do exactly the same. You go here, engage the muscles, belly on the wall, breathe in, you're holding the weight, try to just squeeze, of course, the apple behind, engage the core, breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly can come back, breathe in again, breathe out. And then yes, the stretches to the left and to the right. So this weight is going to help you to go lower and lower and lower. And if you have a partner that you work with, you can ask someone to take your hands, if you don't have a weight, and push you slowly, slowly, slowly down to the floor. This way you're going to go into the really like advanced bow position, and you can try with your hands, go and grab your legs. And it's going to look amazing, it's going to feel amazing. But again, remember, breathing, doing it slowly, slowly coming back, slowly going in the exercise, and no rush. Okay, and engaging all the muscles. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, you can write me in Instagram, and I can't wait to see you training and doing this move. Tag me in your Instagram or on Facebook or anywhere you are, in your TikTok to tag me. I would love to see you doing this exercise, and I would love to see your progress after it. Thank you so much. A lot of love. Bye.